But for a moment, something lighter. Well, lighter or brighter, I'm not really sure. We're going to go over and join Joe Wheeler on a beach in Lincolnshire, TalkTV's very own meteorologist. Hello, Joe.
Hello there. It's certainly looking pretty bright here today, even if it's a little blustery.
Well, it's a little blusty here, so you're better off in many ways. Now, tell me, Joe, the world's boiling apparently, but not quite in the UK. That beach looks lovely. I don't see too many people on it. Are we going to get a change in weather that's going to bring us to the beaches of England and elsewhere?
Well, you know, this summer reminds me a lot of the summers of my childhood. Where you try and grab a bit on the day where the weather was really good. There are actually loads of people here making sandcastles, playing football. Some of them are on the edge of the sea. I'm just in front of the lifeguard station here. Temperatures are around 22, 23 degrees Celsius, and it's absolutely glorious. Won't be by 6 o'clock tonight. By that time, it'll be wet and windy because a system coming up from the southwest. But as I say, those annual holidays in Wales, it was for me. I remember days being like this. You'd have one awful day, then you'd manage to grab a few hours sunshine, and then, you know, the next time it would change again. Unfortunately, we had that blazing weather in June. It was absolutely fantastic. High pressure all the way, and plenty of sunshine, high temperatures as well. And then on the 1st of July, it was like somebody had thrown a switch and it all changed. And it hasn't changed since. Now, of course, it is the last day of July tomorrow. And quite often, with a new month comes new weather. But looking into my crystal ball in the weeks ahead, I don't really see any high pressure systems, which is what we need for those calm settled conditions. It's all rather low pressure-ish. So we will see days that have got the odd shower. And of course, when you have a showery day, some parts of the country will stay quite nice and dry. I mean, today, Scotland has some lovely weather. All the rain is going to be to the south of that. But within that, we'll also get some nice spells. And at this time of year, the sun is quite high. And so we get the temperatures about average 21, 22 degrees Celsius. And just to hold on for a bit of high pressure and settled weather towards the tail end of August.
Not every break for everyone is about going to the beaches, but as you say, it does look lovely where you are. It also looks temperate, so you know you're not sweltering away too much like they are in some parts of it. I mean, we have some extraordinary beaches in the UK. I know you're in Lincolnshire. Where exactly are you in Lincolnshire? Let's give it a plug.
This is Sutton on Sea, but I can vouch for many of the beaches down the East Coast are absolutely glorious. And I swear down, if you publish pictures of them, you'd never know they were in England.
Absolutely.
I mean, the sand here is gorgeous. It's, you know, that really fine sand. The seas are lovely, and as I've already mentioned, the lifeguards are here. So, I mean, there are plenty of places in this country to go. And, you know, a lot of holidaymakers do go abroad for the heat, and they certainly got what they asked for. This year, those searing temperatures down in the south all started because there was high pressure over northern parts of Africa. And so you had to find settled conditions, and then you had the heat dome coming up and enveloping parts of Iberia, moved across to Italy, and that was just shrinking away down towards the southeast, towards Greece and Turkey. So things are becoming more temperate. But really, as soon as temperatures get into the 30s Celsius, for us Brits, that can be quite uncomfortable, especially if you're looking to lie out in the sunshine, because we're just not used to that kind of those kind of values.
Now, can I ask you a really ignorant question here? So I don't mind if I get pilloried for it. But generally, when you're talking temperatures, people will say this is what the temperature is, and then this is what it feels like. You actually see these published, and it feels like. What is that all about? I mean, you're going to tell me, well, that's what it feels like, but it just seems odd to me that, well, it's 25 degrees, but actually it feels like 30. How does that happen?
Well, quite a few factors in that. First of all, when we talk about summer temperatures, we are talking in the shades.
Okay.
You've got to remember that. So even those very high temperatures over southern Europe were in the shade. Now, I used to live in Portugal, and we had a thermometer outside. That blew at 55 degrees. That was out on my sun terrace. So that's how hot it's getting in the sunshine. So today, here it's about 22 degrees Celsius, 72 degrees Fahrenheit in the shade. Where you're sitting in the sunshine, it's probably slightly warmer.
Why do we do that?
What, measure the temperatures in the shade?
Because I want to know what it is in the sun, I suppose, if I want to go on holiday.
There's something I'm not entirely sure. It could be something to do with the fact we have a secondary temperature measure, which is the dew point. Now, the dew point determines humidity. So when you've got a temperature and a dew point, which are close together, you've got high humidity. Think about it in winter. If you've got temperatures of 2 degrees Celsius and you've got 2 degrees as a dew point, you've got fog, basically. And so to a degree, it's also humidity, which makes it feel warmer. So if you've got, say, 21 degrees, which is, fine for this time of year, but you've got high humidity, that's not going to feel comfortable. That's going to feel an awful lot warmer. And that's partly to do with, the way that your body deals with it in terms of being able to cool down because of sweat or whatever else. And then, of course, the other issue you've got is the wind. The wind direction today is westerly. It's very pleasant, mild wind, even though it's a bit buffety. If that wind was coming off the North Sea or from the north, it wouldn't be quite so nice at all. And obviously, the wind chill in the winter. So you can have a temperature of 0, but a strong wind would actually feel like -10.
Jo, I'm beginning to lose you. I think that wind's getting up in that beautiful location. That was Jo Wheeler, our own TalkTV's meteorologist, on a beach in Sutton, I think she said, in Lincolnshire. Sutton Beach in Lincolnshire. So get down there. It didn't look very busy to me, although there was a couple walking right past her just then who I think had just been to the ice cream parlour and were working their way back to the beach. Go down and have a lovely time.